Yeah. Right. Straight like that podcast, you feel me?
What's up, everybody? I am your host for this evening, the BRZ from Str8 Like That podcast, y'all. And I'm the co-host, you already know, Mano, and this is how it goes. Yeah. So we glad to have y'all out here today, you feel me?
Yes.
We glad to have y'all guys joining us. You know, welcome to another episode of Str8 Like That. You know what I'm saying? Where we discuss multi-topics. Yes. Well, we have multi-topic discussions, excuse me.
Hey, you know ain't nothing wrong with it. Right.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
So, what's good with this guy, Fetty Wap, man?
Listen.
I got your head around me. How can you screw up such a success, man? Where's the sense in these rappers today?
Can I say something?
In these artists? Of course you can, sir. Please. Please.
I was thinking the same thing. And listen, I was thinking when I seen it, I was like, yo, bro, what's going on? Like when you get that type of entertainment and that type of lifestyle, you have that type of money. Like my man OGCB said, Barkley, my man said, you gotta make the type of decisions, man. It's certain rules and regulations, just like in regular day life. It's certain guidelines and rules you have to follow when you get that type of money. When you have that type of talent and the world recognize that and the white folks didn't tap into that. That's your occupation. Give me a second, brother. Give me a second. So what I'm saying is that there's certain decisions and everything you do, the world is watching. When they really say the world is watching, it really is.
Yes, they are. Your every move.
Your every move.
You're a public figure. You feel me? Everybody knows your name. When you're a household name,
like Tom Brady or something.
You know what I'm saying? You really have to move a certain way.
Right? You have to operate in a certain way.
I don't get it.
And that's just it with that type of money. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, with that type of fame and money.
Like you have to move accordingly. It's just it. Like the stuff that you used to do, you cannot do that no more. You're not in that. Your lifestyle has changed.
What's your view?
I just feel like the people around him, because he's on the label. You know, an entourage, your homeboy. But they see you drowning, but they not trying to say nothing to you about that because they don't want to not get paid no more.
Okay. So what you're saying is that
they not really
when you're in that type of
because he had cribs in different states. Why? Like you feel me?
He don't like staying in hotels. That's why.
I can dig that. But that's stupid though. Like you're gonna have every state that you go to, you're gonna have a crib there.
Right.
Yeah. But you can't maintain. But you can't maintain it.
I've traveled across the world, bro. I've been everywhere. So you goddamn right. If I got the money to buy me a place, even this apartment, a one-bedroom apartment, I will buy me an apartment, or not buy it, or rent it, or whatever, for that year and that year. So when I go to that city, I ain't gonna go to a hotel. I ain't look for paparazzi. You did.
But that's not what I'm talking about.
Is that what the balls do? That's how the balls do it.
Huh?
That's how the balls do it.
That's how a nigga with critical thinking do it.
Well, you talking about paying for this and that for a year. You're not really staying there all year long.
His thing, what he said was that traveling different states, paying hotel rooms.
He wasn't doing hotel.
No.
He had houses.
He was buying houses in different states. Every state that he went to. That he wanted to stay there or like
Las Vegas. Fetty Wap gang. All
right, so Fetty Wap is from my city. Right. We from the same city. We grew up in the same city and everything. I know him, but I don't know him. Right. But you know.
Right.
So I follow him. So what he recently said before he got locked up, he was saying that the dumbest thing I ever did was blow money on cribs in different states when I could have just had my own home with my kids and all that, and just stay for the weekend when I go out, But he ended up buying cribs, like he did it too big,
right?
You feel me? And he didn't follow up with the music too.
Okay.
To back it all up. It's okay to do that if you got the money and the music to back it, but he ain't had the money and the music.
He ain't had the time.
Okay, so what I'm saying, and I get that. So what I'm saying is his decision. It goes back to what I'm saying. The decision was led up to. I mean, he had all the money, he had all the bread, he did what he wanted to do. He maybe mismanaged his money or whatever. But what I'm saying is, like, far as not what he did then, what led up to him making the decision that what he had now.
He's smoking weed.
Let me tell you why. Because I know this. I have the answer for this. The answer is that he was super young. He didn't understand the industry, and also the people around him. He said he wished he had better people around him to tell him to give him game and They seen it. They seen it ahead of him.
He ain't his own man.
Nothing.
He ain't his own man.
Fall.
Right.
He watched them fall.
So he really like have a real friend or OG say like, yo, bro, like listen, like, bro, you going down wrong.
He said he had nobody on his side to really be like, yo, bro, you bugging, because they was too scared that they might lose their job, their position.
Or what they can benefit from him.
Yeah.
Right.
I was gonna do that. So just like things, but as a real friend, fuck that scare shit, bro. You bugging, like you tweeting him. He need one of them. He need one of them, but he have.
Okay.
So the thing about it. So if all of us here right now, right, and I go shopping, and I'm the only one shopping, and he likes certain stuff. He likes certain jeans and certain stuff, and he the only one getting stuff, and everybody like, looking at him because they can't cop, but he copping. So he cop for everybody. You know what I mean? Because he used to like the Robin jeans. And,
he did that. Yeah.
Right. He used to like the.
I heard he took care of his kids.
Right. He used to like the ball man. So he spent like $45,000 just on jeans.
Word?
Yeah.
He talking about that in the interview.
Just on jeans. Well, listen. Yeah. Not only that, he was paying $10,000 a month just for car insurance. He wasn't even driving the car.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Right. He was paying $10,000 a month. Right. Just for car insurance. He wasn't even driving the cars.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Even though he was making $100,000 a show.
Right.
But it started declining. He showed
right. His money started declining. So you saying that's the reason, probably one of the reasons why he started to hustle. Yeah.
He fell off.
Okay, this is what we was trying to figure out.
He fell off from having, like my man said, from having different houses, apartments, jewelry, taking care of his entourage. Plus, he used to have like 30 to 40 people when he goes somewhere with him. He had all these hype men. You got to pay all these people.
Right.
Unnecessary money just going out.
Everybody get paid, bro.
Can I speak real quick? Can I speak real quick on some facts? Straight facts. $100,000 ain't shit. I spent that shit in 3 months.
Wow.
That ain't nothing, my brother.
Hold on. Listen to me.
That's heavy.
Did you say 90 days?
90 days. That's what he said.
$100,000 in 90 days.
That's what he said. He just said that. Go ahead.
$33,000 a month. $33,500 a month.
Yeah.
Give me. Hold on. Let me finish my sentence.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, brother.
I spent $100,000 in 3 months, and I ain't spent it on drugs. I ain't spending it on tricking bitches. I spent it on shit that I felt like it was important.
What? Not only that, you said like when people have addictions and such, when they when they get that bread. So
let me finish. So with that being said, I spent it on my addiction.
Thank you, sir.
I spent it on people who I thought that was friends. I spent it on what I wanted at the moment. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
So that shit don't mean nothing. Because at the end of the day, when it's gone,
It's gone.
It's gone.
There you go.
You did.
So this guy,
You
Fetty
did.
Wap, how the hell?
You did.
Where the hell?
My point is this. Fetty Wap got all that bread.
22 million.
Did.
This. Thank you. This
He
is what I'm
lived.
doing. Go ahead.
He had an addiction before he got famous. He had family before he got famous. He had friends before he got famous. He had shit he wanted to do because it was a spare.
Regular, normal, everyday type of person
because
before he blew, right?
Because he got famous. He got that bread.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So to say, oh, I would do this and do that, you're lying. Because if you got $100 grand right now in your hand, there's no telling what you do.
Oh, him getting, the 6 years in prison. He's from Long Island. It's management. It's decision. It's his decisions. It's decision. I know, like, maybe he probably had it all. He was young. We didn't sit all the variables and everything that what could have he would have said or what he could have done if somebody been in his circle. You know what I mean? OG, somebody pulling him to the side.
But like that goes back to what this gentleman was talking about. A lot of times, whatever's going on in the camp, and these niggas is eating.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They won't say anything.
Right.
Because they don't want their gravy train to stop.
That's why you got to keep the circle tight.
And I
That's
feel
what I'm
like.
saying. But you said something. But you said something that's going to save the gravy train. Like if let's say Biz right now, you struck it for 100 million, and we all been friends the whole time, way before what I mean. So why wouldn't one of us, this man right here, this man right here, that man went to see your Biz? Come on, bro, like you right now, bro, you tweaking.
That's all somebody ever needed is a person like that, and they click.
And then
But you want more of them. You don't want just one, but you want more.
Who are we to say that person didn't exist?
Right.
That person probably existed.
Right,
in
he
his
probably
life.
just
I was just gonna say that really, like you could have one of those, but they were just so scared, like what really grabbed me, like yo, bro,
That's not one of those.
Fetty probably
If you that scared, you're not one of those then.
Listen, man, listen.
it is
I'm
true.
just saying.
It's true. I mean,
If you're scared to be yourself,
yeah,
like to be yourself, like yo, bro, put them in check.
bro, like you tweaking.
Then you're not one of them. And really,
Then what's a real friend, right?
what's up? Yeah, that's the question. That's the question. So
The man had 22 million, right?
Right.
He was spending $150,000 a month alone just on his bills. $150,000 a month on his bills.
Right.
What? 150 grand a month?
$150,000 a month on his bills.
and then once he realized that he wasn't popping anymore like that, he had to come out with a single.
When was the last? You know what? That was my next question. What was the last time or song that this guy had, man?
But Yams. It came out.
Yams?
Yeah. It's a very short song.
When it come out?
Came out last year. Or the beginning of this year. It either came out the end of last year or the beginning of this year.
So
They
apparently,
talking about the song that put him back on,
put him back on.
The song when he was at Eastside High School. You know Lean On Me? You ever watched the movie Lean On Me?
Of course.
Yeah, he shot the video. In that school, that's in Patterson, New Jersey.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I think it's something like morning, something about the good morning or early day or something like that. I can't think of it.
So was the song? So
It was
he
good.
had a song
It was a hit. It was
representing the violence in the school back in the day. Like
no.
You know what I'm saying?
He was walking through the school and it's basically for the kids. It was something for like the kids or something.
Okay.
Whenever we done with this, I'll play it to you.
So that's someone kind of put him on, brought him
It
back.
brought him back, but then he had no momentum after that. Consistency is the key. So he didn't have no consistency.
Right.
He only did that because he was behind on shit, just to get him back on, to get the money.
Right. So maybe have some
Get shit
finances
right,
and yeah. Like let me make this one
Let me
song.
make this hit real quick so I can get back on my feet.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. That's what that single is the one that put him back on. This is when he climbed back to 22. He had already fell off. Like he was coming from 100,000 to show to 40,000 to 30,000. And when he made that, I forget the name. Like you said,
I forgot the name of that shit.
He came back and he climbed back up to 22 million. Then he fell back off again. You know what I mean?
So he had the money. What did you say, about 2-3 times over?
Yeah, but he was being dumb.
Right.
He was spending too
Right.
much money on his entourage.
Right.
He held himself accountable for it, though.
I heard that part. That's really
He was like,
I don't think I know about it.
You got to do MC Hammer.
But I'm just saying,
Yeah,
though,
we're about to do the hammer on the mom.
Right.
But what I'm saying though, one thing. Let me just say this for Jersey. This is exactly how Jersey feels right now about Fetty Wap, about his whole situation. Cannot put out all his hits in 1 year. Spread them shits out. He put all his hits out in 1 year on one album.
Okay.
And then try to catch up onto it.
Okay.
But there's no playing catch up when you spread your hits out on different albums. Because if you got at least one or two hits on every album, you good. Or you just gotta make sure that all the other songs are at least okay or good or great enough to even be on the album, which he's capable of doing. But the fact that he came out 1 year out of nowhere with Track Queen and all them other hits, and he put them all on one album, all the hits on one album with the Drake remix too.
Right.
I would have put that on the next album. Like, you know, I would have had Drake on it, and that made that. He even said this. He said, I took Drake off. No, he said I put Monty back on or whatever, because Drake took Monty off, and he thought that it was just going to be him and Fetty Wap, but he said that was supposed to be Monty's song.
Right.
But if it was Monty's song, it should have been Monty featuring Fetty Wap
Right.
in the first place.
That's what you're saying. Okay.
That's why I'm saying, like, whoever's on your team, y'all need to be team players, because I don't know who's a team player at this point. And you doing too much trying to be a team player when your peoples are scared to even tell you the truth.
Right. What's going on? And okay. So all that plays into
There's so much shit in
that
that
plays
pot.
into. You're right.
So much shit in that pot.
Right. I see what you're saying. That's
That's all.
Right. No. I dig it. I dig what you're saying.
But when you from where he from, you know, if you hood, you follow you the first thing that you know that's gonna put you back, not on top, but it's gonna get you back there where you can climb back up
to where you used to be in.
Right.
Work with different people.
At least it's gonna put you right there where you can, like, making a DNA. It can. So
I know what it takes to get you to that point, right? Because I've seen it before.
So
all you have to do, I haven't done it before.
That's
Well,
what
I mean, as a producer, of course, my job is to work with as many different people as possible.
I said, have you sold drugs before?
Have I sold? Well, I don't consider weed as a drug.
I mean, you don't gotta go. I just.
No.
It was, all right.
All right.
So you said no. So listen. This is what I'm saying. He resorted back to what he knows, and what he knows can put him back on.
Okay.
Quick.
Right. What he used to do.
Right. You missed that life.
Okay.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Right.
It ain't even about, you know, I gotta get my priorities and all, you know, I gotta do this, I gotta do. It's about, you miss that life. Some people, you miss that life first.
And it's an addiction, like the brother spoke about earlier.
Right. It's an addiction.
It really
it's addiction.
That's not an addiction.
It's addiction.
Yeah, because I don't think the brother would have just. I mean, any brother in their right mind that comes from. I don't know where he comes from.
Right. Me neither.
But you know, I come from ground zero, and I'm not going to squander. What do you say, brother? $24 million. $22 million.
I can't.
I'm not. There's no way in hell I'm going to do that.
I just don't. You know. But everybody, you know, with something.
Can't picture it.
Right. But you can't say whatever happened in your life. You know what I mean? Anything could go wrong in any split moment. With that type of money, anything go wrong right now with the type of money we got. And I'm just speaking for me. My money, lower level. My money,
the type of money we got.
We have. I'm gonna say their money, our money, two different things. I don't know about anybody else. I'm just saying.
You know, where my bank account is at.
I need 35. You know, they 93. I'm 87. So if that makes sense, you know, understand me.
I'm with you.
So I mean, you know, but you know, with that type of money, you know, I guess decisions must be made then. You know? I guess it must be made.
You gotta make one.
I think the thing is that once you're a known figure, like people know who you are, you can't really walk the streets like that.
Right.
They feel like I could be wrong, but I feel like the reason why they blow their money like that is to stay relevant. Right.
Or they hold themselves accountable to a higher standard. But
they have to stay irrelevant.
Wow.
Right.
Because if you play behind the scenes and you get 23 million, you definitely about to be missing. Niggas ain't gonna know where you at. Who knows where you at? Once they do start caring, they really can't find you. So it's just like, do you feel me? So, but if you in the camera so much, like just take, like he performed. I was so happy being from Jersey watching him when Taylor Swift brought him out to perform.
Okay.
And she was dancing on stage while he's performing. She's saying that that's her favorite song of the year. I was like, wow. But he tried to maintain that image. Getting extensions. His hair wasn't that long. He got extensions just to have a look. So
man, you know that shit fake.
That's
the dress that he been rocking.
Right.
It's definitely fake.
As long as he ain't wearing no dress, I'm good. But like, that's a gimmick.
So he used that to build off of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna take this run
And
with.
shout out to Lil Wayne, because Lil Wayne started all of it, even though it's natural. Lil Wayne started all this stuff, bro.
Right.
And they just, let me just shut up.
No, this is what we, you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
I gotta give Lil Wayne his credit because I'm starting to see him in all these artists.
Right.
Wow, so you see what he's birthed.
Yes.
Shout out to Lil Wayne, everybody.
Weezy.
Yes.
Shout out to Lil Wayne.
Shout out, you know what I mean?
Birthing MCs and whatnot.
Yeah, it's knowledge, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
Anybody that's an originator, they're MC.
Yeah. So but not all
they craft.
now not all MCs and rappers write their own lyrics, brother.
Right.
That's another one.
They can rip. You know what I'm saying? They do their thing. They spit game be vicious.
You're not an
But
MC.
a lot of them cats can't write.
You're not an MC.
Right.
Listen, you're not an MC if you don't write your rap. If somebody write a hook for you, cool. I'm cool with that because that's a bridge.
Let's get it.
A hook. You know,
I've been in that lane. I get that.
A hook is good.
Alright.
I get that. As an artist.
You know how much money you can make off a hook?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, a lot of these songs, that's all they are, hooks and jingles. They say the same shit
What
on
I'm
the
telling you, what I'm telling y'all
Right.
is specifically because I'm big on words. When y'all talk about rapping, a hook is you can rap a hook. If you're lucky enough, you can rap a hook. But niggas don't really want to hear a hook being rapped. They want to hear it be a song. So when you sing a hook, and all
These days they do. Because we come from the lyrical.
Yeah.
I come from a lyrical era.
Yeah. If you sing a hook,
That's how that shit is now.
yeah. If you sing a hook like back in the 90s when the hook was sung, it was either the dude said the hook and his I give you Big Dog.
Okay, yeah.
Big Dog. He can rap and sing a hook.
Yeah.
All day, every day. Females back then, the R&B singers, you know what I'm saying? They, a dude can rap, you know what I mean? And then she come in with the hook part.
Key words though. That's why I said if you're lucky enough today, you'll be able to get away with that shit.
Right.
But really, people want to hear you sing the hook nowadays. So
Yeah,
it's okay if they write you the hook, but if they write you your life on the beat or your story on the beat,
Right.
if you rapping somebody else's story on the beat, or that's catered to you, somebody else wrote it, somebody is the author of what you said, I can't consider you an MC. I consider you a rapper because you're rapping it. You're rapping. So as a rapper, everybody can be a rapper. Most of my cousins are rappers.
Hey, anybody can run.
But it's only
but it's a
MC
skill.
that I know.
It's
technique.
really a
Right.
skill, man. It really is.
Right.
Skill.
You know,
You got all the talent in the world, but
matching words together, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For real.
Yeah. So there's a difference between rappers and MCs with me.
Okay.
So how do you think? Let's not forget about the boy Fetty now. Now, what about his children, his family? I don't know if he got a woman, a wife, or what have you.
Yeah, baby mama.
You know, we're all learning together here at Straight Like That. You understand? Here at Straight Like That, we don't know everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We just
We always
talk
act like we do.
We don't.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't know much about the fella, but I know enough to know
Right.
where he stands right now.
Right. Where he's at right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I know him as an artist. You know what I'm saying? And a hell of an artist.
Yes.
And I fucks with his songs. I fucks with his music.
No, he's good.
You know what I'm saying? Like, But like, hey man, but you know that. Now let's think. You know, what puts me in the mind. It's not the same thing, but remember Cool C and who's that? Cool C and what's the other guy?
Yeah.
Is that, you know, these guys want to rob a bank, man.
What?
You know what I'm saying? They robbed a bank, killed a guard, a police guard, a black woman. On top of that, this was a sister.
Okay.
And these guys are doing life in prison right now. These guys was making great music when I was coming up. You feel me?
Okay.
That everything was the shit. You know what I'm saying? I forget the other guys. It's a damn shame it's been so long.
Right.
Cool C and Steady B. Yeah. Real B-boy music.
Okay.
You understand? And these fellas had fell off of the rap game. You understand? And you know, their music wasn't doing quite as well as it used to at one point in time. So what happens? Instead of going out sharpening their skills, you know what I'm saying, bringing their rap game up, or even maybe perhaps even going into business with the money they earned from the game. I don't know if they were getting screwed or what. I don't friggin' know. You know what I'm saying? I just know they were, you know, they were my heroes, my rap heroes back then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They paved the way. They pioneered like a mug, man. And these guys just went out and really did the worst that they could possibly do to themselves. And once again, their families. We don't think about the effect that it'll have on our families, man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Our loved ones.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
You know, you get caught up out in these streets and the glitz and the glamour and this and that, man, you know.
Right.
And you forget, man, you know, you gotta be careful how you moving out here.
Yeah. It affects everybody. It really does.
So these guys destroyed their lives, man. Completely, totally. Till this day they're in there, man. I forget what year it happened. You know what I'm saying? I was a young man, then I can't even remember how old I was.
I didn't even know this.
But that probably happened when I was about, shucks, man, I probably wasn't even 21.
Right. Yeah.
Man, listen, it's a mess, man. But like, I really can't believe the effect that the rap game has on our people particularly. Now, when these white cats go out and do their thing,
right,
you don't hear too much bullshit about these guys, man.
No, you don't. You really don't.
Next thing you know, they on the next hottest R&B sensations album and all this other shit. They good.
But they do stuff you just don't hear about.
Oh, they do their thing, but damn.
Unless it's a mass shooting. That's it. That's the only time
Mass
you hear
shooting,
it. A school shooting or a mass shooting,
That's
the only time you hear it. If it ain't that, then
yeah,
Man,
that's a whole nother.
You know,
that's
like,
a whole nother one. That's a whole nother one. You know,
like a white person has to be chaotic to shoot mad people at a mall or something for it to reach headlines. If they do the simple crimes that we do, you'll never hear about it. You'll never hear about it. Like white people could sell cocaine all fucking day.
yo, I just watched a documentary on that.
They can sell cocaine all day. They good.
But we will get pinched for it. We will get it planted on us. We will get set up for having it even when we don't have it. They say that white folks get away with selling more cocaine than blacks and Hispanics.
Bro,
They can do it with no problem.
I knew that as a child.
Don't say they don't get caught. They do get caught. They do get caught up.
Yo,
But
I knew that
they're
as a child.
more likely to be able to sell it and get away with it
right,
more so than we
They
are.
can sell
And
anything.
Hispanics.
They can sell anything.
They let them do it, bro.
You're not about to pull them over.
not to, you know what I mean. We know that we'll pause.
Because they
We'll
real
pause
good
that
at looking
back.
at they look like customer service. So they look like they about to go to work and just be.
Oh yeah, they
all
don't service the
there.
customer. Yeah, that's true.
You feel me?
They know how to play the game. And
We be looking
they
like
don't speak like They speak all proper and shit. They throw them off. When we talk, they be like,
"What be the biggest
word?
Yeah,
pull him over.
Yeah, well, you know, we already know. So
slip something more, get something in your pocket and all little kind of mess, man.
Right. So you know,
ridiculous. Hold out here for a pimp when he trying to pay the money for the rent. Huh?
Straight like that. Straight like
I got
that.
a question for both of y'all.
What's that, good brother?
What if life was reversed and most of the presidents was black and we had the first white president? Like, what if everything was reversed? How do you think how we would control the planet? Well, if we was the elite, like how you visualize it? Like, do you see us? What do you see us doing? Like, how do you see the world would be if we was in charge?
Well, being as though we are we're feared. This is just my opinion. Like you asked me, just me. I feel as though since we feared like we are on this planet as it is now, and we're not in power. Just imagine if we were.
It'd be
the world would be a better place.
So how
it would be too scary. We would have
like what would be your thing as a better place? Like what? Tell me.
Well, in other words, a lot of the mess that happens down here, a lot of this turmoil, this evil, this killing, this war, this raping these motherfucking kids, little kids, all this bullshit happening. I really think that it wouldn't happen that at the degree and the percentage that it is now, the height that it is. I can't say that it wouldn't happen. I really can't say. I don't know that much. But I can say that I think personally that being as though we are intimidating people as it is, if we say don't do this and don't do that, just like the law, the white law tells us don't do this and don't do that, and we listen, imagine if we fucking told you don't do this and don't do that. We ran the prisons.
Yeah.
You understand? We got our Black Wall Street back. We got our own fucking banks. You dig? We got our own schools, our own fucking hospitals. Come on. So on and so forth. You dig?
I see what you're saying.
You understand? I would have owned a whole fucking block someday, like this block that I live on right now. I would love to own each and every fucking house on this block. And I'll be a hell of a philanthropist. I would give back. You know what I'm saying? Right. Ain't not gonna do all that fucking bread, man.
You can't.
You know?
That's good.
And we had so much of this. To add so much of that.
I need to add on to that.
You did?
Actually, to add on to what he's saying, and that's great. You know what I mean? To add on to that, but just like he just said, like, what if we actually own stuff that, you know what I mean, what the people have, the elite? What if that, you know what I mean, we were the elite on top. And we have compassion, we have sympathy, we have all this stuff, this racism.
I'm glad you said that. You said compassion, sympathy.
And we have compassion, we have sympathy, we have careness in our heart. And we understand that, you know, this sexual assault against women, this gay stuff, all this shit is wrong. I'm just saying, all this bullshit is wrong. It's what it is. That we don't even know. It don't even come from us. It really don't.
Yeah, they told us history.
Half this type of shit don't come from us, but it was passed in through our genes, it's through our ancestors, and it got passed down from generation to generation. It got embedded in the seed.
And then we got the generational curses following right behind it.
That don't make it no better.
Damn.
That's a fact.
What's the crickets?
It doesn't make it any better.
Where the crickets?
Crickets, damn it, the crickets, I ain't got the crickets up right now.
You get the crickets up. I'm just saying. We working on it.
How we?
But I mean, like, come on, man. If we actually, you know what I mean, we have jobs, we have hospitals, we have businesses, we have clothing.
Guess what?
Fendi, Prada, and
Guess what else?
what?
Guess what else? We can actually do it again.
Give our brothers loans.
And if all these black rich people want to give up their money, they do it really, but they don't want to do it.
You can put 10 black people and 10 millionaires right now in one room. You got billionaires in one room. You can put Diddy, Ross, Jay. You can put all them dudes in one room, y'all. Come on, we got it. Come on. You put you put 10 of them dudes in one room right there.
And guess what they trying to
And we generate $1 trillion.
We'll have a Black Wall Street, right?
It's just that easy.
Away.
It's just that easy.
I think we're getting further away from it because they stripping down to the point where they want men to stay over here and women to stay over here.
Further away from what, sir?
Further away from each other.
You talking about us as a people?
The divide and conquer.
They trying to take away the women and the men to being together, and they trying to take them away. That's why these men are gay, transsexuals, and then these women are gay and transsexuals.
I want to be a man, and right.
It's like they trying to just.
Yeah, because the women, because the men, because the women are turning themselves into men. The women are turning themselves into men physically,
And the men are turning
and they're having babies. They look like a damn dude, and his stomach sticking out, but he keeping pussy though. But he look like a dude. Fucking crazy, bro. I saw that shit with my own 2 eyes. Bro.
Yo, this shit is
They
so.
trying to turn both genders
Yo,
into
this world, all the old folks say, the world go to hell in a handbasket. Go to hell in a handbasket. Go to hell in a handbasket. All this bullshit, man. It's just so you can't even do, man. Listen.
I just saw a rapper yesterday saying that he wants to transition to a woman. And he can't wait to be a woman. I'm like,
Yo, you got a son that's growing up waiting to be a woman, a female. What the?
Look, I don't know what it is.
You got your daughter want to be a boy. Come on, man. Come on.
Is it the money that makes these people crazy, man? I don't get it. Bruce Jenner, big time Olympic.
None of that now.
You know,
about none of that.
athlete, big time athlete, football player, whatever.
He'll be down the damn.
This nigga turned himself into a full-fledged woman. Female.
He can't believe me about that juvenile.
but he's still a man.
And in the day, he still got a prostate.
He's still a man. I don't care what nobody says.
His spirit is still a man.
And
And hell with his physical being.
the inside of him is a
The
man.
inside of his person
It's a man.
ain't no damn woman.
Yeah.
I don't know why nigga
He won't bear no child.
I don't know. Psychological thing with I don't fucking know.
It's Halloween. I feel like people try to treat Halloween like this every day.
It is.
It's only one
It
day.
is. No, Halloween. Yeah, no, it's Halloween.
They try.
No, it's Halloween. No, you said it right, bro. Yeah.
See?
Yeah, you got ghouls and goblins running around. All these evil spirits.
I don't know who's who.
Yeah, you don't even know what's going on.
I don't know who's who nowadays. Man.
Man, you don't know what to shoot up, kill it.
You killing her.
You don't know what to do.
I don't know if that's my brother or sister.
That's brother sis. That's brother sis.
That's brother.
That's brother sis. Get your sister auntie. Your uncle sister. Man,
Uncle
get that.
sis. No,
Man.
Uncle sis.
It's your uncle says.
Yeah, you don't know what the hell going on.
Crazy. But what about the kids that are raised by both parents?
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, same-sex parents.
Same-
Oh
sex
my
parents?
God, man. Oh my God. That's
Fucking
so
crazy.
Hey, this shit ain't right. Wait, real? You a little boy, you got a mama and a mama. And they married, they sleep in the same bed. What you mean?
What 50 Cent said? Growing up confused, I was my mama kissing a girl.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
Yeah, that's what we just
So
confused.
growing up, guys, you put their life on the songs,
Kissing a
bro.
girl. Well, way back then, like, yeah. Either love me on top. Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah,
That's
that was
confusing.
the opening bar.
That's
how he
it.
started the song.
So that means back then,
Growing
you
up, I
was
was confused,
grown.
my mama kissing
The
a
girl.
girl. Like,
So that means when he made that album right there, this first thing came to mind. Like, man, I'm still fucked up and had this. I'm a grown man.
he's
I
a
ain't
grown ass
understand it.
man, but that
I ain't
shit
understand
still fuck
it.
with him.
It couldn't. It looks like, man, I ain't
That's
understand it.
That shit still fuck with
Oh
him.
my daddy.
Word up. Word up.
Yeah, well, you know, we learned to live without them, right? Mine wasn't around. I seen mine one time. I was actually on my way to school one morning, right? It's crazy. Like 5th grade. What's that, like 11 going on 12? Something like somewhere up in there, man. Bull walking down the street. He's like, what's up, man? What's up, Bull? I'm like, who are you?
I remember you told me this story. Yes.
Yeah, he like, I'm your dad. And,
Right.
What you do?
so I was like, he didn't kiss me on the forehead or nothing. He just kept walking up the street.
That's it.
That's it.
I remember you.
Oh, that was it?
First
That's it.
and the last time I seen this guy, man.
Wow.
Yo, I've never heard that. Like, and this is my guy. He told me I've never understood that to this day. I'm like, what? Oh, here's $5, $10, or he didn't give you a hug or nothing.
Yo, I must say that to my mom. He was dark as the motherfucking street. And it was like you know, street. Like the street, dark as the street, bro.
Wow.
He was short though. I guess I get my height from him, but you know, other than that, that's the first last time I saw a dude, man. You know what I'm saying?
I know this one. And
This is
not the first time
you
he told me that story. I'm like, man, what? Like really, and this is my guy. You know what I mean? I love him to death. He told me that. I'm like, what, man? Probably give you a hug. I saw him go get some ice cream or something. He ain't dap me up or just
nothing.
Now you see me, now you don't.
Like, I grew up without both of my parents. You feel me? Like my mom gave me away to her boyfriend and called it a day. So I've met my parents when I was like 18, 19 years old, maybe 20. Around that, like after graduating high school, I started seeing my mom and my dad. I found Facebook. Because Facebook was booming. Like Facebook just started booming.
Okay.
So
Right.
you're able to find anybody up there. So he found me, and I had to take the chance to I had to pick a side because they still wasn't seeing eye to eye.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, damn, I thought my dad was my real father, but you my real father? And we look just alike, so it makes sense. But the dad that raised me, we don't look nothing alike. So I knew shit was off. The whole family don't look nothing like me. I'm like, what the fuck going on around here? It's something I don't know. You feel me? Because the chemistry is off, the genes is off, everything is off. So, whatever. I just wanted to know who my mom was. Because I had a father figure the whole time. Which I'm blessed with, because a lot of people can't say that.
Right.
So, once I found where my mom was at in Virginia, started seeing how she was. I had siblings over there. I had 9 siblings. But over there, I got like 5.
Okay.
So, I'm starting to see how they are. They all just like my mom. Like, whatever, the wrong shit that she be doing, the foul shit that she be doing, I see it in each and every one of them. And I was a lucky one to escape that, even though I'm like a foster child, basically, just looking for my real parents. Once I found my father, and he was getting locked up in and out or whatever, but he got out finally. Like when I graduated, that was his last time getting out of jail. He never went back. So that's how I was able to meet him. But once I went back to him, built a relationship with him, we became best friends. And he told me about all the shit that I was warned about my mom and all of them. But no matter what though, as a kid, not having having a dad around a lot is fire. Like is so much, is dope as fuck.
Right.
Like for real.
Right.
Having stepmoms from back to back is not fire.
Right.
Like because the dad would start playing on their side and start forgetting to play the sides of the kids when the kids we're the most vulnerable thing. Like we're not gonna hide shit if we really feel something.
Right.
And we're trying to express it as kids.
Right.
As an adult, yeah, because some people wear masks. Like you learn how to wear a mask. As a kid, you don't know how to do that shit.
Right.
You just know how to be you.
Right.
So once I started seeing that, and once both of my dads, I saw that shit happen. I was like, yo, your girlfriend, she wilding, This is your son telling you this shit. This is not your friend telling you this shit because he's trying to smash.
This your flesh and blood.
This is his son.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm your first son.
Brother, I'm sorry. How old were you when you reunited with your father?
19 or 20.
Yeah.
And what was it? What age were you when you say your mother had removed herself from the picture? What age was that?
When I was born.
From day one?
Yeah.
And you didn't meet Pop till about 19, you say?
Yeah.
Me know that the chill spot one crate a beer when we 6 drop. When the athletes them on the race track, them the time that your ear pad cover knock. So it no matter if a sun or you in a the snow, when you see a Jamaican you will know. Out of many we are one, that's how we stay strong. Jamaica glow so it show. Jamaica nice, we love
19 and 20.
Everybody got a story to tell.
And that's why we do this straight like that.
You know, man, listen.
I know my mom and dad from birth all the way up to 1920. 1920 is when I met my mom and dad.
Right.
My real mom and dad.
Right.
Now, the mom and dad that I was brought up with was her boyfriend during high school that she cheated on him. She cheated on him with my father, my real father. And that's embarrassing to tell him, like, you know, so this is your son. Like,
right.
Yeah, it's amazing, man.
Right.
It's amazing how we can't choose our parents. You feel me? Like I
still talk to her.
Somebody. For you to forgive her, somebody raised you right, and somebody was in your ear and told you the right thing for you to forgive her. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people don't know that factor of life, how to forgive. And for you, I mean, that's your mom, that's your mother. I understand that, but a lot of people be bitter and you know,
resentment and all that stuff.
Right, but
I went through it.
I commend you, man.
It was dark.
I commend you, man. But let me ask you this though. Let me ask you one thing.
Yeah.
Did it affect you mentally that you didn't meet your biological parents until you was 19 or 20? And when did you find out that they wasn't your biological parents? Like that the people that was bringing you up, what age did you find out that wasn't your real biological parents? And it's a two-part question. You know what I mean? And did it affect you mentally, like going through life? Because it seemed like you got a good mind, a good heart. So you bounce back. So whoever brought you up, they did a good job, man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
No doubt.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That way he wouldn't be here.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Yeah. You know, I'm good with reading people's spirits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I already know he wouldn't be in the crib. That's a fact.
Yeah.
But,
Right.
you know what I mean?
That's a loaded question too. So
Right.
I answered the whole thing.
Okay.
So I found out. Well, I got hints like growing up from my uncle because he was a history teacher in 8th grade, and he was a basketball coach and a referee. He was a whole bunch of. My uncle was a whole bunch of shit. So he was my history teacher at one point, and he was my coach at one point.
Right.
So like,
Giving you the game.
he was my idol. Like my uncle from that side
Right.
is my idol. So like, and one time I went upstairs. This is when I was like 15, 16.
Okay.
So I went upstairs. He was on the 3rd floor for some reason. I don't know. Went on the 3rd floor, spoke to him. He was like, "Yo, you know, sometimes you be thinking like, you know, your father might not be your father." So I was like, "Really?" So that's when I started thinking, because the chemistry is off, and he wasn't really. He was my dad would give me everything that I need, put me in math programs, give me money and all that stuff, but he would never build with me. We don't have no type of connection.
Oh, okay.
Like,
okay. It was
sometimes,
really, okay.
Yeah, sometimes I would have to force him, like, "Yo, what's your favorite color?" Like
your biological
like,
or your
Step pop or the biological?
Step pop. Yeah.
Okay, step pop.
Yeah, step pop. Okay. Go ahead.
So while I'm being raised, my real father's getting in and out of jail.
Right.
Right.
And I don't know this.
Right.
Okay.
So, but I want to answer his question. So, 18, like when I have an older sister who found me on Facebook, and she came to Patterson, New Jersey. Like my mom's side and my father's side, they're all from Patterson, New Jersey. They just spread out.
Okay.
You feel me? So, my older sister found me on Facebook. You know, and I'm like, all right, we got the same mom. Where's mom at? Because I want to know who my mom is. I always wanted to know who my mom was.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
What kid wouldn't?
Yeah, but she would never talk about my father.
Okay.
Because she don't fuck with him because of my mom. Like my mom don't fuck with him. So
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
all the kids that she had don't fuck with my father.
Right.
Once again, we can't choose our parents.
That's a whole fucking controlled system right there.
Okay.
So, so one day I was on Facebook. She came to my high school graduation. It was dope or whatever. And I ended up meeting my mom because of my sister, my older sister.
Okay.
Now my father. Like, let's get to that. I got a friend request one day. I got a DM. He was telling me, "Yo, I want to see you. This and this." I'm looking through his pictures. I'm like, Dang, I look like him, but that must be my uncle or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know.
Right.
Like,
You say I look like him.
Right,
I look like him though.
Because
he had pictures when he was young too, and it was exactly like me.
Right.
And I'm like,
Okay.
what the fuck going on here?
Right.
So I was like, it must be my uncle that I don't know, because all family is starting to come around me. Like, you know, ever since I asked my dad that question,
right.
He's not my real father. I said, yo, I'm 18 now.
What's
to
up?
answer your question, what's up? I want to know who my mom is. I want to know where everything is right now.
Right.
Because right now, to get it, I had a job too. I was like, I could just leave right now and do it on my own. But I need
clarification. I need what's going on.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I don't understand shit.
Right.
And he said, hold on, I'm about to make a phone call. He made a phone call to my aunt, which is my mom's sister.
Right.
And we had a full conversation, whatever, and I kept in touch with her because my mom, sorry mom, but you did this. She kept telling me that she was gonna come see me.
Right.
And never would come see me for like a year or two. Mind you, I'm 18, 19, I probably didn't see her till I was 20.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And the only reason why I saw her at 20 is because somebody died in the family. And it was from my cousin.
And she had to attend the funeral.
Right. So that's a fact. But when it comes to my father though,
right.
Once I sent him the address,
right.
He came.
Right.
And I said, who? I was like, yo, what's up? I was like, you my uncle or something? He was like, oh, I'm your father. And I looked at him, I was like, you are my father. Like, this is
thank you.
I looked at him, I was like, you are my father. I said, you can't be here because this is a whole different family right here. Like, this whole house. Like, my dad is in the building. Like, you my father, but I have a dad. He was like, all right, let's leave then. Let's go to the store. I'll take you whatever. Like, where you want to go?
Right.
Bro,
wow.
Yeah. And ever since, he always been like that ever since that day.
That's
yeah. That's what's up.
That's a blessing.
That's definitely a blessing.
That's my best friend.
That's a blessing, man. That you were able to meet your people. Because a lot of people.
Yeah. Shout out to the brother, man.
Shout out to the brother, man. We appreciate your story, man. We appreciate your story, man.
Right. Definitely. But yeah, man. Family is very important.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Keeping loved ones close as you possibly can. I know some of them can be hard to deal with. You know, like you were speaking on earlier about you were already put down with how your family act and how they perform and their behaviorisms and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You already knew, so you know, man. Listen,
but at least you know it. No, I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
At least you at the end of the day that you found out, you know, your family, who your family was, and your dad, you know, reached out to you, and you know, you didn't let it beat you, you know.
I did let it beat me. I ain't gonna lie. I thought my mom was dead, and they didn't want to tell me.
That's the part. That's the part that you didn't.
And you didn't know about her
dead. I thought they just didn't want to tell me.
What you mentally affected by. That's the part. But I let you go. But I didn't want to reiterate on what.
Go ahead, because you on point. So
I didn't want to reiterate.
You're human, brother.
Right.
We all start, nigga. I'm scared too, nigga. I'm good. I'm okay.
At one point, I'm like, yo, just tell me she dead. She dead. I can live with it.
But don't you say
it's hard. It's hard to live with it, but I can live with it. Now I know that she dead.
Right. I would just keep this question mark and yeah.
I might have hit a nerve. That's why I didn't reiterate on what I asked you. But what I asked you was you mentally affected by it? And I didn't want to ask you twice.
I didn't answer that one.
Right.
I forgot.
I didn't want to ask you twice because you made.
I forgot about that one.
So now that
I wanted to commit suicide at one point.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. When I was after 8th grade, my uncle was a history teacher in 8th grade, and he was the basketball coach in high school. So right after 8th grade, I went to high school, and he's my coach. And it's an all-white high school. It's Manchester. It's in Haledon, New Jersey. It's right by Patterson.
Right.
And
was it a good education though? So you didn't get a good education?
That man got to answer that. You know what I mean?
Right.
He got to think about that.
Yes, I say yes.
Okay.
I say yes. Okay. Because I had to think about all my 4 years.
Right.
So
okay.
It was good because my being a senior, I only had 3 classes, so I was able to go home at lunch.
Right.
So yes, they helped you out extra.
Right.
It was an all white high school.
Right.
But The reason why it took me so long is because you said what? What was that key word? You said education?
Right.
So yeah, I was thinking about all the other things besides education.
Okay.
Everything else,
I get it.
no.
I get it. I got
But when it comes
going
to
on.
education,
Right.
yes. Everything else, racism and all that stuff, like anything else that you ever want to think of, yeah.
And I know you went through it because you just got some of them people that's just ignorant, and they born ignorant, and they only spit out what they hear or what they see.
Right. Now they don't tell you what they know.
Right. So I know you went through
they
it.
don't know shit.
I know you went through
They really don't. They just
I already know
all that.
I already know
You
you
only
went
had
through
like 12 black kids.
Right. So I already know you went through all
Just to
that.
make the team better.
You say 12 black kids in the school you attended?
It was like
Was it high school?
it was like
high school?
20 of us, maybe 20.
It was
High school. What high school is this?
Manchester Regional High School in Hilden, New Jersey. It's a white town.
Really?
okay. Well,
They would say my
said-
uncle was the
predominant school.
Yeah, it's a predominantly white
school, right?
But they were so trash that they're going against black schools.
Right.
They going against schools that's in my town,
Right.
getting smoked.
Right.
So they wanted our talent to be in their school to smoke.
Right. Yeah.
What?
They want you to burn your own peoples.
Fake addresses and everything. Niggas.
Hey, Nias in the mix, baby!
I'm being honest.
Straight like.
Hey, Nias in the mix! Even if it's only a little percent.
Bro, they had people from overseas going to that school. That's how bad it was getting smoked.
So let me say this. I get what you're saying. All white school.
Right.
Only 20 blacks in school.
Yeah, it's only
Right.
20 of us.
I get that right. So listen, I
Freshman
went
year,
to an all black school.
Right.
And it wasn't no Spanish, it wasn't no Asian, it wasn't no other ethnicity, but black people. It might have been one or two Spanish people. It might have been one Asian, or it wasn't no white kids.
No white kids?
No, I'm from Chicago, so you know what I mean. I'm from the city of Chicago, so you know Chicago is number one segregated city in the U.S.
I know that.
Right.
I know that.
Right, still to this day. You know, so I went to all black school. So just like you say you went to all white school, and it was only 20 of y'all, I went to I went to all black school, and it wasn't no other, even Spanish, Asian, or you know what I mean, whatever. You know? So it's all about the community that you go to school in. You see what I'm saying? And I'm just glad that you overcame that adversity because you could have went another way.
Right.
So once again, I come back to what I said earlier. Whoever you was around or whoever brought you up, they showed you a better way because you could have went the other way.
Right.
See what I'm saying? You could have went the other way. So once again, whoever you was around, they showed you a better way. So big up to whoever brought you up.
Shout out to the people who brought you out.
Right.
Shout
Out to the brothers.
I'm gonna shout all y'all out once we about to wrap this up. I'll shout all y'all out because I know exactly who the people are talking about.
Right. Brother, well, to be quite honest with you, it's about that time. If you start wrapping it up right about that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to my uncle James Baco. Yes, that's the one that was my history teacher, my basketball coach, my uncle, everything. He brought me, even when I wanted to meet my favorite player, like he brought me to my favorite player and said, "Here you go." Like, you feel me? I appreciate that shit. The girls I was with, because when you pillow talk and the girls really want to be with you and they want to hold you down, they're gonna make sure they're gonna fill in the blanks.
Right.
So shout out to the women that really held me down, and my brothers too, like Kamal. Who else? Y'all know who y'all are. I ain't gotta really call everybody out.
Right.
And I appreciate me and my mom reconnecting this year because we don't see eye to eye.
Yes, sir.
But
Yes,
we
sir.
can reconnect.
That's love.
That's love. Yeah.
Hey, you blessed anyway. Any way you look at it, you already win it because you already overcame that adversity. So
absolutely,
it's nowhere for you. You know what I mean? You already win it. So
he's moving right along.
So big up to you, my brother, for
yes,
overcoming that adversity, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it's hard. It's hard.
Took a lot, though.
Listen, some people don't get through that, man.
Right.
Some people don't get through it. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? Some people don't even meet their biological people until it's too late and they already passed away.
Right.
Some people lean to the street.
Also, there's no handbook on how to be a parent.
Right.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
But
especially if you're young.
Yeah.
there is common sense.
When I was young, she had me while she was what?
Right.
I don't know. You was in high school or just got out of high school.
Right.
So yeah, she was a kid.
Right.
So I got over it. Like,
Yeah.
But we appreciate you.
I mean,
brother.
you
We definitely.
I hope that
Thank
you
you.
get over, but you probably never fully, get over it. But I hope that you forgive, because that's you have to forgive to really get over it. So have you forgave her 100%?
Yeah.
That's good.
Hell yeah.
100. Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen, you 100 then.
Word.
Listen, you 100 then.
That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a reason you.
And y'all have a relationship. That's all that matters.
That's it.
That's all that matters.
That's up, brother.
Plus, your mom is your mom.
Your mom.
That's
you all day.
That energy is gonna ignite.
It's gonna be there.
And here's the kicker. I'm gonna leave y'all with. This is something I would say.
Right.
If my mom was to raise me, I would not be who I am right now.
Right. You might be a totally different person or something. Right.
I would have been just like my brothers and sisters that I can't even have a cordial conversation with because they just like my mom. You can't have a cordial conversation with her.
Right.
She takes everything offensive.
Well, give thanks to the Lord,
She's
man.
not ready.
That's
Give
it.
thanks to the
They're
Lord.
not ready.
Definitely get ready.
I'm ready all the time.
I'm ready.
Almighty.
Before I even say give thanks to the Lord, I didn't even ask you what's your faith, what you believe. I didn't even ask you none of that. So before I can even say give thanks, I have to ask you what's your faith, your
religion.
and if you have that, you don't have. You know what I mean? It's okay. It's okay.
Me and my grandma go through this a lot.
Right.
My grandma has a church. My cousin has a church too.
Oh, it makes sense
And
now.
I'm not a Christian. I love going to church though.
Right.
What are they, Church of God in Christ? Koji?
Like I'm very
Christian.
I'm spiritual.
Right.
So I'm very spiritual.
Okay.
I'm one with nature.
Mm.
I believe in God. I stop right there.
Right.
A righteous.
Well, I would call you.
Yeah.
Right.
I would call you.
If there's a yin, there's a yang.
Right.
So for every good, there's a bad.
I get it, good brother.
I try to.
I see what you're saying.
Right. You don't have to say no more, man. You don't have to say no more.
So, brother, I would call you a believer.
Yeah.
A firm believer.
You know what I mean? A believer. Yeah, that part. Aside from that, let's go on the flip side now. This brother, okay, one of my guests here today, ladies and gentlemen, he go by the name of Str8.
Yes, sir.
Stri, is it or is it Y, brother?
That's why.
Stry.
Yeah.
And he is a music producer.
Yeah.
You dig? So, why don't you tell us a little bit about your production career, brother? How you get down? So let the people know how Str8 get down, and where can you be found? You know what I'm saying? Where can we find your music? Where can we hear it? Where can we copy it? You know, all that kind of stuff, man.
All right. So, before I even got here, I actually put up a post on my Instagram about a beat tape I'm about to come out with. So,
Let me know your Instagram, brother. What's your Instagram?
I'm about to give y'all an Instagram right now so y'all can check it out. It's 3 underscores ST0RY 3 underscores.
Wow, you start off with 3 underscores, huh?
Start off with 3 underscores and end it with 3 underscores, but make sure that you put the ST0RY.
Okay.
And that's on Instagram. And I'm just gonna leave it at that because everything else is irrelevant. So once you check out my page, click on that link that's in my bio. That's my latest beat tape. And once you see my stories and you see what's on my page, you know that another beat tape is about to come out any day now. Also, what else you said you wanted to know? What else? I'm trying to catch up.
What else?
Catch up.
No, he's trying to catch up. It's fine. It's just I want to know the basic, your bio. Well,
Me being a producer.
Oh, right. What was going on with you that day? What really
I've been a
else?
producer for like 10 years already, a decade, maybe some change.
Right.
And I came.
So you've been doing beats for 10 years now?
Yes.
Okay.
10 years now, and I cater to all genres.
So you a seasoned producer.
I'm a seasoned vet,
Word.
and I do all genres.
Okay.
Is that right? Well, dig this, brother. Soon I got coming up on my platform.
Yeah.
Trends music videos. Trends a 215 internet network. Okay? It's an internet television network, excuse me. Okay? And we're gonna have a producer spotlight coming soon.
Okay.
For producers
Yeah.
to display their talents.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Oh,
So keep a lookout for that.
Okay.
Okay, it's called the Artist Spotlight. It's for producers. So yeah. So is there any other sites that you're on? Any other contacts? Any other way they can they can get with you? Maybe somebody might go on and like what they hear and they want to get at you and be like, y'all want to cop that? I like that, man. How can they get with you, fam?
Just go on my Instagram and click that link in the bio, because when you click the link on the bio, I'm gonna put another one up there too. It's gonna send you to SoundCloud and Bandcamp. So
I'm talking about like communication, like a phone number, brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how can they get at you? Or email.
You want to put my phone number up?
No, you don't have to, brother. If it ain't a business number, I get that. Okay, maybe I was a little ahead of myself. If it's not a business number, don't worry about it. But do you have an email where they can respond to you if they like what they hear? You did?
Okay.
3 underscores.
So how do they, when they like what they see, how do they get in contact?
DM me. That's all you got.
There you go, bro. That's all I was asking. I'm trying to get it out. I had to pull it out of you. There you go.
I got you though. I'm just being patient. So I'm letting you go.
I wasn't really trying to get you to put your personal business out there. You know what I'm saying? But
I was just playing. You
feel me?
Because
if somebody want to get at you, bro, you don't want to sleep on that lick. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
We all out here trying to get it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And I respect you as a working man. You know what I'm saying? A decent human being. You know what I mean? First and foremost. And you work every day. I watch you work. I watch you. Hey, you use your 2 feet, brother. I watch you get up and go. Feel me? So
absolutely.
Hey.
So the reason why I'm bringing this back is because it's the simplest thing in the world. All you gotta do is just follow me on Instagram, follow me, DM me, and tell me how you feel. Tell me what you want.
Okay.
So if you want to see whatever it is that you want, I have enough time in my day to stop what I'm doing to respond to you.
Thanks.
Cool.
So it's 3 underscores ST0RY 3 underscores on Instagram. Follow me that way. Any questions you got, I will answer it. And if you want to send me an email through that way, that's cool. I got beats for days. And I got songs I produce too, in case you want to see an example of what I can do with an artist. In case you want to, have you produced for somebody before? Yes. I'll send you them tracks too, so that way you can see them for real. Message.
Straight
that's what's
like
up, man.
that.
Yeah.
That's what
Hey,
we're about to say.
I'm gonna have to actually have you back on the show.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to actually have you back on the show to display the talent that you have, brother. We gonna let y'all hear the stories. What he hitting for, y'all. We you know what I'm saying? We ain't got it right now.
It's coming, but it's coming.
I know him personally.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My word is bond. You know what I'm saying? B-I-Z, straight like that. You feel me? We don't play no games. It's all a buck around here. And I'm definitely going to have my man back. And y'all going to hear some of his sounds in a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Straight like that. I'm your co-host. You already know.
Yes, sir.
We love y'all.
And I'm your boy, B-I-Z. You understand? That's how we get down. Peace and love to all y'all.
Straight Like That podcast, you feel me?